I need your help. We have to tell everybody out there how to get their senior dogs to have better liver function, a stronger immune system, some anti-cancer firepower in their body, and of course, to be more active, because this will actually help fight fatigue. Do you know what it is? Cordyceps mushrooms. I know, not very exciting. Now, these won't turn you into some kind of zombie type monster because cordyceps cannot yet survive in mammal bodies, okay? So we're totally safe. So, cordyceps mushrooms, and before we start, let's just say, your dog, senior, puppy, doesn't matter, should never eat fresh mushrooms. It can be dangerous. However, when they are dried out and put into capsule form like this, or just straight powder form, they are totally safe. There are 3 huge benefits to using cordyceps mushrooms. All right. Number 1 is it is a liver protectant. It can help optimize liver health. Obviously, in senior dogs, this is super important because liver problems start to show up as dogs get older. Studies on humans actually showed that cordyceps mushroom supplementation helped with those who had cirrhosis of the liver and hepatitis. Now, obviously, we're not saying that cordyceps mushrooms will heal these things, only that they can help support optimal liver health. So for senior dogs, if they're starting to have some irregular scores on their blood tests, especially in the liver, try this out. Obviously, ask your veterinarian first because you don't want this to interact with any other medications they're on. However, since it's a natural supplement, there should be no problem, right? Number 2, and this is huge for senior dogs, cordyceps mushrooms have shown to be a fantastic anti-fatigue supplement. Now, what does that even mean? How does that work? Does it just give them energy? No. So cordyceps seems to work in 2 ways. Number 1, by increasing something called ATP. Now, for those of you who've ever done sports or done the gym, you know that ATP is how our muscles get energy. I'm giving the very basic definition of this. One of the reasons why athletes, bodybuilders, weightlifters, football players, soccer players take creatine is to help replenish ATP stores faster. And cordyceps mushrooms seems to do that in mammals. So it can help your dog with, especially senior dogs, get over some fatigue. If they haven't been moving as well lately, this might be a way to go. In a study back in 2015 done on rats, those who took cordyceps mushroom could push harder, longer, had less lactic acid, that's the stuff that burns when you go running or you're doing some exercise, and had less inflammation markers in their blood tests than the rats that didn't. So that is a huge breakthrough I think, for senior dogs, because it can help them move better. That 2015 study also showed that it decreased the rate of time it takes to refill those ATP stores. Remember, we talked about for muscle energy and basic physical energy. So that all came from cordyceps in the study on rats. Now, the second way that it helps decrease fatigue is it actually helps them use their oxygen better and increases something called their VO2 max. You may have heard this, especially if you're a runner, and that is basically how your body uses oxygen. Now, in one study on older adults, these were with senior adults, humans, supplementation with cordyceps mushrooms helped increase their VO2 max by 7%. That's actually pretty significant, especially for an older dog. So give them a chance. It's gonna take a little bit of time to work, but you may notice that your dog is gonna get more energy. And when we say energy, we're not talking about calorically here. We're talking about better blood flow, better oxygen flow to the muscles, to the brain, to their organs, and they're gonna be more active. Active dogs live longer. So, other research shows that cordyceps also help with VO2 max and the ability to bring in more oxygen by relaxing the bronchial walls and actually allowing for better oxygen uptake, which again, aerobically will help them walk longer, walk farther, and really walk easier. And number 3 benefit, and this is one of the most important for seniors, is that it helps support the fight against cancer, its formation, or if they do have it, against its spread. In fact, the NCI, which is the National Cancer Institute in North America, considers cordycepin, which is what's in cordyceps mushrooms, to be anti-neoplastic, anti-inflammatory, and a powerful antioxidant, as well as being obviously an anti-inflammatory, because with all mushrooms, the beta-glucans, which is a type of polysaccharide inside the cell wall, helps support a healthy inflammation response. Super important for senior dogs, both for gut health down here in the belly, for brain health, and for joint health. Remember, inflammaging, which is all the bad stuff that happens from inflammation, can be kept at bay when we keep inflammation response normal. The Cancer Institute also found that Cordyceps mushrooms helped offset the age-related mitochondria damage in humans. It stands to reason it would also happen this way in dogs. And that is very important because, again, we want less mitochondrial damage, less cellular damage, less inflammation internally. And the beta-glucans also help support healthy oxygen levels at a cellular levels. And one other huge benefit of these Cordyceps mushrooms that make them anti-cancer is that they promote autophagy, which is the cleaning out of our cells, of your dog cells, to get rid of all that waste products that aren't getting turned out. And it also supports something called apoptosis, which is the selective killing of cells that are lagging behind, proliferating too quickly, or just won't get out. Anytime we can induce apoptosis and autophagy with natural means, and mushrooms are a very natural mean, we can help prevent the spread, the development, and when used in conjunction with other therapies like oxygen, radiation, or chemotherapy, can actually help the healing process and fighting off cancer in your dog. So check these out. You can find them pretty much anywhere, any dog store. This is Piping Rock brand, which I like. We use a powder now rather than the capsules, just because there's so many dogs taking them. Give it a shot. Give it to your dog with their breakfast or with their dinner. I would recommend stacking this with the okay of your veterinarian, obviously, with another type of mushroom called turkey tail, which have a rather significant effect on your dog's immuno health. So just click right above us here. You want another treat before you click? All right, we'll go with a strawberry now. Click right above us to check out our review of turkey tail mushrooms and why they are so good for your senior dog.